I connected with the Galactics, who are a group of non-terrestrial beings, 5D and beyond. We sat together in a beautiful meeting space, and I dove deep into the energy of truth that they showed me. I had this moment as I realized that's the halls of Amenti. That's what's underneath the pyramids. In other words, what they're seeing right now is just a tiny part of the halls of Amenti. Now, the halls of Amenti served multiple purposes. Some of the purposes of the Hall of Amenti, and perhaps why those halls are so known and revered, is because the halls of Amenti were a means for humanity to ascend from the false matrix. They also served as healing chambers. They served as pretty much anything that your intention would want it to conjure. They could be sound chambers that would provide healing. They could be energetic centers that would power up. We think free energy, the little bit that we know right now in our so-called modern day science about free energy is minuscule in comparison to what they were capable of doing back there. They could generate power and electrical grids without any of the grids that we have right now. They were operating off of free energy structures, and all of that was coming from those that we call the halls of Amenti. Also, those halls were part of using that top pyramidal structure as teleportation devices. So they helped us, the human population, when we were done on the false matrix, and it was time, almost like graduation, you could say. That was an exit point. But for those who had helped to engineer the matrix, part of engineering the false matrix was that they were now going to be cut off from the organic matrix. The organic matrix, which is the original creation template, has built into it multiple cosmic connections between planets. We would think of those as stargates. These are natural node points or connection points that operate in and I want to really differentiate here, in a natural or organic matrix, not the one we were born to. The one we were born to is a false matrix. So in other words, we didn't have that ability to move between planets. So the beings who had engineered the matrix, they lost their ability to go back and forth, and that's part of what they were doing with those pyramidal structures as well. They were using them as teleportation chambers, so they were mimicking or simulating the cosmic web that belongs to the organic matrix. They were creating almost an artificial version of the cosmic web to enable for interplanetary travel.